Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What's for Dinner. If you're new here, my name is Mandy. In these videos, I like to share with you what I make for my family of 4. I am living a keto lifestyle. I do make regular meals for the rest of my family and I just adapt them to fit my keto lifestyle. I hope you guys enjoy. So what we are having for dinner tonight is pulled pork, and the loud noise is the air fryer. I'm actually fixing some French toast sticks in that for Amelia. It's in the morning. It's 8 o'clock. She is home sick with the flu, poor baby. So what I'm going to be doing, I do have one patient to go see. My husband's going to come home while I go see him and then come back. But I wanted to get this into the crock pot, and it is frozen. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put it in the crock pot, let it cook for a little while, kind of thaw out a little bit, and then whenever I get back home from seeing my patient later, then I'll put some seasoning on it, and because it'll be thawed out a little bit better. So I'm just going to toss this into the crock pot. And this is from Butcher Box. If you guys don't know what Butcher Box is, it is a company that you can order your meat from. You have the option to customize your box or pick a box that they put together for you. You can pick like a small box or a large box. I always get the large box. And I believe it's like $270. I'm not sure if it can be higher. You can add on meats and things if you would like. All of the animals are treated humanely, and like it says here, no antibiotics, no added hormones ever, all vegetarian feeds, breeds chosen for flavor and quality. And it's just really nice to know that this is good quality meat, and I have absolutely loved it. I think I've ordered 3 boxes now, 3 or 4 boxes, and I haven't had not one complaint. I absolutely love it. So this is my first time fixing a pork butt from Butcher Box, so I will definitely let you know how that tastes. All right, so my pork butt is thawing out and cooking. So what I'm gonna use for seasoning is this butt rub. Part of this is what we use on our ribs, and then Jason makes up other spices to go on them. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this all on here. So I got it all seasoned up. I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up onto high for maybe just like an hour or 2 because this thing was frozen solid. So we'll let it cook on high for a little while, and then I'll bump it back down to low. We probably won't have dinner until like, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. We tend to have dinner a little late. I like to have it by 6, but that doesn't always happen because I like to cook and have it hot and ready for Jason so when he gets home. So it just kind of all depends on when he gets home. All right, I got lots of other things to go do, so that'll be cooking. Okay guys, so for a side with the pulled pork, I'm gonna fix Papa Roy's baked beans, and this is from the All-American Cowboy Cookbook, Home Cooking on the Range. This cookbook was from Bass Pro Shop, so this will be my first meal that I've ever tried out of the cookbook. So what you need is 2 cans of pork and beans. Let's see, you need some Canadian bacon, but I don't have any, so we're just gonna omit that. You need half of a green pepper chopped, 1 medium onion. I'm just gonna use what I have left over already. 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of mustard, and 1/2 cup of ketchup. And you're going to saute the bacon, if you were using bacon, and the bell pepper and the onion. Cook until the onion's clear, and then add in the rest of the ingredients, and you want to bake it in a casserole dish for about an hour. pulled pork smells so good. You can see the bone sticking out, so it is gonna just literally fall right off of the bone. For dinner tonight, we're having the pulled pork leftovers. I took some of that, shredded it up, and then used a can of refried beans. I put that in there. I was gonna use the leftover white beans and ham that I had made a few weeks ago, but I didn't portion it out in smaller portions, and it was just too much for this little bit of beef or pork. So I just used a can. It was easier. I didn't thaw it out anyways. So I've already added in some mild taco sauce, and I'm gonna add in some of the red enchilada sauce and see what that tastes like. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and go a step further and put in some of my queso cheese. And then we're going to roll this up in a tortilla, and I think we'll probably do it in the air fryer. It's been turning out really good in the air fryer, and my kids are being really loud right now, so let me go check on them. So I'm gonna add in the rest of this jar. It's not a whole lot, but I'm gonna go ahead and add this in. I put the enchilada sauce in. So I have a little bit of butter on these, and I'm just gonna put them in the air fryer. Jason's is done nice and crispy. And this is Amelia's plate. Hey guys, for Monday night's dinner, we are having jambalaya, and this is actually made with CAULIRICE. I have filmed this before, so I will leave the link for that video up in the card section here, and you can go and watch that video and see how I make it step by step. It is really good. You do not have to be keto to enjoy this. It is really good. My husband's not keto and he likes it. So make sure you check that video out if you haven't seen it before. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Hey guys, it is Tuesday night, and you know in our house we have Taco Tuesday. But what I'm gonna do, it is very cold for us Floridians. I believe right now it's probably maybe around 50 degrees, and it's gonna be really cold tonight. I think it's gonna get down to 30. And I know if you're a northerner, you're probably thinking, girl, I would love to be having some 30-degree weather instead of what y'all are having right now. But come to Florida, live here for about 20 years, and you'll be freezing at 50 degrees. Anyways, what we're gonna do tonight, I am going to be making taco soup. I love to have soups and things whenever it's cold outside. So I'm gonna be winging this. I'm just making it up as I go along. Don't wanna use rice or anything because I am low carb or keto. So I'm gonna be using riced cauliflower instead of real rice. But if you're not keto or you're not watching your carbs or anything, then you can definitely use just regular rice in this. I have my Butcher Box ground beef, and you guys know I love this company. They deliver right to your door. I always have my link down in the description if you want to check that out and sign up and get your box of meat. I have my taco seasoning that I make. This is a recipe from one of my keto cookbooks, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I will have it linked down in the description. I have my rice cauliflower. I had half of an onion in the fridge and half of a green pepper, so I just went ahead and chopped those up. And I've got some green onions that's getting ready to go bad, so I'm gonna throw that in there. And I'm gonna use the beef broth, and then we have some shredded cheddar cheese. And I'll also serve it with a side of avocado. I'm also going to put in these diced tomatoes with green chilies. This brand, I believe this was from Aldi. It's kind of like the Rotel, the fire roasted Rotel type tomatoes. So here I'm putting in about 2.5 tablespoons of the taco seasoning. I do actually go back in with another 1.5 tablespoons. So I will try and kind of guesstimate how much I put of everything and type it all out for you guys down in the description. I just saw that I had some more of the Velveeta cheese. Actually, it's the Aldi brand, but I'm going to go ahead and put this, I'm going to cut it up a little bit and go ahead and put this in the soup. I cut it up in smaller pieces so that it would melt a little bit quicker than having one big piece in there. And I was running a little bit late on getting dinner started. I want it to be a little bit creamier, so I'm going to put in a block of cream cheese, 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I used 2 bags of the CAULIRICE, but I'm only showing putting 1 in because next time I make this, I will only use 1 bag. So I took a little taste test and I'm going to add a little more ground cumin and some pink salt to it. It just doesn't have enough of the cumin, I think. So I'm going to try that. It's really good, but it needs a little extra something. What I did was I took a low carb tortilla and I put some butter on it and then just laid it flat in the air fryer, and it kind of blew it, the air fryer with the air kind of blew it up to where it was like folded almost, but it works because it's really nice and crisp. And I'm just going to use it to dip into the soup or just eat it like that. We tried the corn tortilla first and we didn't like it. So, but this is, like I said, this is the low carb tortilla. I just buttered it on both sides and put it down into the air fryer. And I think I did it for like 4 minutes. I'm not sure what the temperature was. You will just have to play around with your air fryer depending on what kind you have. Or you could actually just grill it in a skillet on top of the stove. But it's really nice. It's like chips, basically, tortilla chips. So very good. And now it's time to chow down. The girls and I stopped at Publix after school and work this evening, and I got some of this skinny pasta. We weren't supposed to have spaghetti today, but the kids asked if they could have spaghetti, so I was like, sure. And I don't want to have the carbs from the pasta, so that's why I bought the skinny pasta. You're supposed to rinse it for like 2 minutes and then fry it or saute it in a skillet for a few minutes. So now I'm just browning up my hamburger meat, and I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic salt, and then I'll add in the jar of spaghetti sauce. There it all is. There's the regular pasta. So when we stopped at Publix, I was starving to death, and I ended up picking up these mushrooms. One was cheddar, cheese, and something, and the other was artichoke and spinach. They were really good. The cheddar was much better. So here's everything all plated up. The mushrooms, like I said, were really good. And as far as the skinny pasta goes, I only had about a quarter of my plate. I just can't do the fake pasta stuff like that. It's not the taste so much, but the texture of it. I just can't do it. I will have to use my zoodles and have my spaghetti that way. So that wraps up another What's for Dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap on the bell so that you will receive notifications of when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.